What if you could change your energy in the next 60 seconds? Not with coffee, not with motivation, but with a simple scientific switch. You feel tired, stressed, drained. You believe your emotions just happen to you, like weather you're forced to endure. But that is an illusion, a powerful, life-changing one. Your emotional state is not something you receive, it's something you generate. And you can learn to generate a different one, starting right now. The mind and body are not separate. They are one integrated system, a closed loop. Your physical posture, breath, and movement are dials on the control panel of your mind. Slump your shoulders, hunch forward, take shallow breaths. You are manually dialing in fatigue and worry. Your brain receives these signals and obediently serves up the matching chemistry. It's following your body's lead. But flip the dials, stand with purpose, pull your shoulders back, breathe deeply into your belly. You are now sending a new commanding signal. Your brain has no choice but to respond with different chemicals, different neural patterns. You cannot feel defeated in a body that is broadcasting victory. It is a biochemical impossibility. Think you have an energy problem? You don't. You have an allocation problem. You possess more raw energy right now than you could possibly expend. The issue is where you're directing it. Worry, anxiety, running mental disaster scenarios. These aren't signs of low energy. They are proof of massive energy being spent on internal conflict. You are like a power plant generating megawatts, but you've got all the lights pointed inward, blinding yourself instead of illuminating the path ahead. Where does your focus go? That's where your energy flows. It is an unbreakable law. Most people start their day by focusing on what's lacking, what's wrong, what's hard. And they wonder why they feel drained by 10 a.m. You're not tired from a lack of energy. You're exhausted from focusing on energy-draining thoughts. But you can redirect that focus in an instant. Your focus isn't just observing your life, it's directing the energy that builds it. Try it right now. Shift your focus to one thing you genuinely appreciate. Feel the warmth of that memory or person. Notice the immediate, subtle shift in your chest, your breath. You didn't find new energy. You redirected the torrent that was already there from fear to appreciation. That is the master skill. This brings us to your silent programming language, your words. Every sentence you utter is a command to your nervous system. Say, I'm exhausted, and your body complies. Dialing down your resources. Say, I'm recharging, and it begins a different restorative protocol. This isn't positive thinking, it's neural programming. You are the programmer, and your vocabulary is the code. The most draining state isn't busyness, it's uncertainty. Indecision is a civil war inside you with two factions burning energy to pull you in opposite directions. The moment you make a clear decision, not a maybe, but a cutoff commitment, the war ends. The energy that was spent on conflict is suddenly freed for action. Certainty is rocket fuel. Now to the master key you carry with you every second, your breath. Breathing is the only autonomic function you can consciously control. It is the direct bridge to your nervous system. Shallow, chest-level breathing signals danger. Deep, diaphragmatic breathing signals safety, power. You can't breathe like a warrior and feel like a victim. The signals conflict. Your posture is not a result of your state, it is a cause of it. Stand tall, chest open, head high. This isn't just about looking confident. It changes your hormonal landscape, boosting chemicals associated with power and reducing those linked to stress. You are not waiting to feel strong to stand tall. You stand tall to command your body to feel strong. Here's the paradigm shift. Energy isn't found, it's generated. You are not a passive recipient waiting for the right weather. You are the generator, and you generate it through specific controllable inputs: motion, focus, language, breath, posture. You don't need a massive overhaul, you need what I call a 1-degree shift, a tiny sustainable adjustment in your trajectory. Think of a plane taking off from New York. A 1-degree shift at the start changes its landing city from Los Angeles to San Diego. A tiny hinge swings a big door. What does a 1-degree shift look like? It's catching your slumped shoulders and easing them back. It's replacing I have to with I get to. It's taking 3 conscious breaths when you feel overwhelm rising. It's not about becoming a new person overnight. It's about adjusting the person you are by 1 deliberate degree. These micro shifts are how you retrain your system. You are undoing a lifetime of conditioning that taught you to be reactive, to wait for a feeling before you act. High performers don't wait to feel energized to perform. They use the tools of state generation to create the energy required for the task. A surgeon, an athlete, a speaker, they generate the necessary state on demand. You have the same toolkit. The greatest lie you tell yourself is that your state is controlled by your circumstances. It's not. Your state is controlled by your interpretation of your circumstances, and you control that. A challenging event can be coded in your nervous system as a threat, draining, or a challenge, energizing. The event is the same. The code you run is your choice. You are not a victim of the weather inside you. You are the architect of your climate. This is the core of personal power, the realization that between any external event and your emotional response, there is a space. In that space lies your freedom to choose your focus, your physiology, your meaning. That space is where your power lives. Now we arrive at the critical juncture. Understanding this is worthless. It is intellectual entertainment. The only thing that matters is application. The transformation happens in the doing, not in the knowing. So I am going to ask you to make a real decision, not a I'll try. Trying is a built-in excuse for failure. A decision is a cutoff. It is burning the boats and committing to the new shore. Decide right now that you are taking back control of your energy generation. Decide that for the next 7 days, you will practice being the architect, not the tenant of your inner state. Here is your 7-day protocol. Daybreak. Before you check your phone, before you engage with the world, take 2 minutes. Stand. Breathe deeply 5 times. Set a focus of gratitude. Program your language. Choose one empowering phrase for the day, like I am capable and calm. The hourly reset. Set a gentle chime each hour. When it sounds, take 60 seconds. Check your posture. Take 1 deep breath. Ask, is my focus feeding me or draining me right now? Make a 1-degree shift. The evening audit. Before sleep, recall one moment where you successfully generated a better state. Anchor the feeling. This reinforces the new neural pathway. This is not about adding more to your to-do list. It is about changing the quality of the energy you bring to the list you already have. When you master this, you stop being a weather vane, spun by every wind of circumstance. You become a thermostat, setting the temperature of your own environment. This changes everything, not just your productivity, but your presence, your relationships, your peace. Your life is waiting for the version of you that knows how to turn on its own light. That version is not in the future. It is accessed by the decisions and actions you take in the next few minutes. So, let's start right now. If you're sitting, stand up. Please do it. Feel the shift in your perspective. Pull your shoulders back gently. Lift your chin. Take a full, deep breath in, not to your chest, but let it fill your belly. Hold it for a count of 2. Now exhale slowly, releasing any tension you're holding. Do that 2 more times. Feel that? That is you generating energy. That is you taking control. That is the proof you needed. Now identify the one area where low energy has been your biggest excuse. Is it your health, your creative work, a difficult conversation? Decide on one single concrete action you will take in that area within the next 24 hours. Not a plan, an action, a single email, a 5-minute workout, a sentence written. Commit to it now. This is how you bridge the gap from inspiration to integration. You take the energized state you just generated and you channel it immediately into a forward-moving action. This creates a feedback loop. Action confirms your power, which generates more energy for more action. Do not let this moment become another piece of consumed content. Let it be the day you switched from being powered by your circumstances to powering through them. If this connected with you, if you felt that spark of I can do this, then solidify it. Hit the like button. It tells YouTube this message matters and helps Winds of Thought guide more people to their own power. And subscribe. We go deeper every week, turning insight into lived experience, your energy, your state, your life. It's all waiting on your command. The command is not a thought, it's a movement, it's a breath, it's a decision. Now go generate.